Great chilling live with Lamadi Mar. You know what I mean? Gotta catch me IG live Mondays and Thursdays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Sundays and Saturdays. Days of the week to me all feel the same. I want them to all feel the same. Great watch on YouTube with Myron Golden today. Amazing watch. Talk to Omar. I recommend you all watch that video. Very inspiring, especially when he was handing out advice about a lot of the barriers and the hard part that we talk about is in our minds, right? It's in our minds, and that's the only place it exists, right? That's the only place that it exists in our minds. So if you start to change our mindset, everything else starts to fall into play. Again, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I don't care about these toys around here. I got 3 kids, like I said. So y'all already know the deal. You feel me? Because one day they ain't gonna be around here, right? It ain't gonna be no toys to pick up. So I always like to keep everything in perspective. You feel me? I want to give a real special shout out to my girl Trista out there on Is What It Is. She said Stephen A be circling the block. Like, dang. Yeah, she said Stephen A be circling the block in reference to the way that he reports on the Lakers, right? And he had stepped out of bounds, I think, maybe over a course of time with the respects, you know, the how he reported the Lakers on Bronny and LeBron and things. LeBron approached them, and then all of a sudden it became a big thing, and it's become now an even larger thing now that he continues to talk about it. And I give Mace a lot of credit this morning. I was watching It Is What It Is, and he said, hey, I don't want to keep talking about it. You know, that's beyond, you know what I mean, my measures. And hey, shout out to that show. Shout out Adam Shine, Joe and Q, actually a great show, ESPN at noon. Beetle and Decker, great show. Of course, you got Shine on Sports. Mad Dog Russo at 3 p.m. Eastern on the airwaves. That's a lot of good. That's kind of like my small bunch. And of course, Colin Cowherd, Jim Rome, Pat McAfee. Shout out to everybody that's out there doing this. I kind of start to understand a wide range of perspective, you know what I mean? Because great chilling is just that, you know what I mean? Kicking it in the gray zone where you kind of listen to a lot of different perspectives, you know what I mean? That gray area is very unique in a way that no one's right? No one's wrong. But there is some times that we end up crossing the line a little bit, and I think that's what Stephen A. Smith did, but all good. But Trista said he'd be circling the block. I think you just got to chill and cover sports. What the main thing is the main thing. A lot of their other stories behind the scenes, you know, who's doing well, excuse me, who's doing well in the game, right? Who's emerging? Who's the next star? What are the stars doing now? And not just on the winning teams, right? I want to hear more about Giannis and Dame, Tatum and Brown. Like there's a lot of other stories to follow outside of the Lakers, but I get it. It's the Lake Show. Then I also watched a video today talking about Doge and talking about a lot of the contracts that may or may not have been shut off, kind of money that's been going around, a lot of the fraud and the waste, actions that have been found. Of course, you could label it as subjective, but they do have a site dedicated to all the moves that they have going on. I think there was one article that said supporting Uzbekistan's cotton versus American investments, right? And I watched Trump today talk about it was a Bitcoin conference, and it's trying to create more assets for America. So I understand that. I understand some layers behind what they're trying to do here, and getting into the problem and the solution all at once. That's the only problem. I think that it's all at once, and it's very difficult and challenging for Americans, even myself, to digest, on a day-to-day basis. But it's talking about magic computers that issues money. It just sends out money out of nothing. There was 12 of those computers found, and those were sending out significant amounts of money. There's more credit cards than humans capped at, and these credit cards are at $10,000. So, is this waste? Is this fraud? I don't know. None of us really have eyes on the details and maybe some of the artifacts that have been dug up. But it was an interesting video that I watched. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to know what's good out there, man, for real. Cause you know, I'll be chilling, great chilling. You know, try to keep it live with you daily. You know, after 5 or whenever I can. And we'll be heading up to baseball practice. I love y'all all consistently, and I want to do this consistently. And so I'll see y'all again, man, real soon. All right, my holla at you.